So one of my best friends is a Falcons fan. So I got the brunt of all this, like, screaming and yelling coming from text messages from him. But if you guys did not see, at the end of the Saints versus Falcons game, week 18 on Sunday, the Falcons are down in this game 41 to, I believe, 17. They end up throwing what could have been a pick six, which ends up getting stopped a tad bit short at the 1 yard line. So, Derek Allen, the Saints offense coordinator, tells the team, go out there and go ahead and take a knee down, right? Take a knee down, that's it, game's over, whatever. Well, Jameiss Winston, who is the backup quarterback, of course, and not the starter, apparently he claimed him and the team came together and said, instead of taking kneel down like coach suggests we do, I mean, not suggests, calls we do, Lesson said give Jamal Williams a touchdown. Jamal Williams signed with them in the offseason, and after coming off a 17-touchdown year last year, he had 0. So they decided to come together and give him a final touchdown at the very end of the game to put the score up to a 48-17 game. Now, the most disrespectful thing you can do to a team, especially a divisional opponent, is you're up 41-17 and you score another touchdown. And you could have taken 2 knee downs. Now, of course, Allen came out after the game and said, hey, that's not us. I told them to take a knee. They didn't listen. You know, that's not what we're about. And he apologized to the Falcons. Arthur Smith said, you know, pretty much, hey, they're a great team. But he is very frustrated with the whole endeavor. Jameiss Winston talked after the game. So I want to play this real fast. And then I'll give my thoughts and opinions on what I think about the matter.
Well, I apologize to DA because the play was victory. But I also explained to DA that it was a team decision. And I think when you have a team morale, and I asked the guys, I said, guys, like, what do you want to do? We know how much Jamal means to this team, and I understood from DA's perspective. So I give him that.
See, this is why, the reason why a lot of people have a problem with this is, if the coach calls something, especially as a backup, if it was Derek Carr, it would be the same thing, but especially as a backup, like, you listen to the coach. You listen to him. You don't go against the coach, and no matter what teammates come together and say what they want, you don't go against the coach. Now, if they would have went to the coach and said, hey, coach, let's do this, and the coach said, go do it, man, I have no problem with that. See, I have no problem in the aspect of them disrespecting the Saints. I really don't. Because at the end of the day, if they want to do it, they want to do it. They're going to have to deal with the consequences in the future of doing this said action. Because I promise you next year, the Falcons are going to absolutely try to destroy them. But again, at the end of the day, I understand the concept of, you know, why people felt disrespected. But the problem is, coach tells you to do something, you do it. Let's listen to the rest of this.
Yeah, but DA didn't condone that at all. You know, he didn't. However, we decided as a team to do it, and man, we got an interception to the 1 yard line. You know, like, so if we would have scored, would it still would have been disrespectful?
Right.
You know, so
Tyron wasn't in on it, was he?
No, Tyron was not in there.
No, I'm just kidding.
Like it was an offensive team discussion.
It's also, in a little side note, because he keeps saying DA wasn't for it, you're also putting your coach in a very bad position, right? Because again, you know, after the game, you saw Arthur Smith go up to Derek Allen. He was flaming. He was saying some very colorful language. Rightfully so, because he's ticked off. Not only is he going to get fired, which he did get fired, you know, he thought that was very disrespectful. And Derek Allen's response, really, all he could say was over and over again, you know, I know, I get you, I understand. Because again, he's like, hey, I didn't call this. I didn't do this. So you're putting your coach in a very bad position, which is something you don't ever want to do. Coaches' jobs are hard enough without a player putting them in a bad position by scoring a touchdown when you're up by so freaking much points. Again, I understand the concept of you want to do it for Jamal Williams, and I do really love when teammates come together like a brotherhood, and you're fighting for one cause, and you do it because you want to give him a touchdown. My problem is you're putting your coach in a bad position, and it is what it is, right? But again, let's just listen to the rest of this.
However, when you return the ball to the 1 yard line and you have that opportunity, we just had the opportunity and we decided.
Do you think it's the kind of thing though that is forgotten fairly quickly, or you know what I mean?
I think it should be forgotten, especially when the score is already 41-17. So I don't know how much worse it can get.
I will say again, like I said, I want to reiterate this point. If Derek Allen said go for it, I'm fine with it. I don't care about the disrespect. I really don't. It was 41-17, like Jameiss is saying here. It's the fact that the coach said, don't do this, kneel it down. Like, that's my problem, is when Derek Allen's not for it, and then they do it. That's my problem. If you would have went up to Derek Allen and said, hey, Derek, man, Jamal hasn't scored a touchdown all year long. I know this could be considered disrespectful, but we want to give him a touchdown. I'm okay. Then, and he says, yeah, do it. Then he can answer for it later and say, hey, listen, we wanted to get our boy a touchdown. Like, it is what it is. When John Harbaugh, for example, versus the Broncos a couple years back, he wanted to get 100 yards a game. That was a record he was going with. In the last play of the game, they could have kneeled it down and been done. Instead, they run the ball, they get 10 extra yards, and they get 100 yards for that game. After the game, the Broncos head coach at the time was going crazy. He was flaming. And you know what John said? I wanted to get the record. That's it. It is what it is. Was it disrespectful? Absolutely. But the coach came in and said, hey, listen, I wanted to do it. If DA said he wanted to do it, I wouldn't have a problem. My only problem is you went above the coach to do something. And that's my only issue. The disrespect, I could care less about disrespect your divisional opponents. Like, trust me, we would do the same thing to the Ratbirds or the Squealers. We would, or the Clownies. We would put up 40, although on Sunday we could have put up like 70 on them, but we decided to take out Jake Browning. Still mad about that.
But I got a ton of respect for Arthur Smith and the coach that he is. I think they do some incredible things. I didn't want to disrespect him. That was not my intention. My intention was to lead the team that I've been with the entire year. And we made a collective decision that we wanted to get one of our guys who they fight with blood, sweat, and tears every game in the end zone. And I'm going to feel good about that. Yeah.
So no regrets, huh?
No
regrets.
Well, this is the thing. It's about the team. It's not about regrets. It's not about anything else. It's about us as a team making a collective decision. But I do apologize to Dennis. I apologize to DA because that was not his call.
When you said decision made, was it right there on the spot, right when y'all on?
What decision are you talking about?
At the end.
Okay. What at the end? What decision?
To go for the touchdown.
To go for the touchdown.
Was that something decided on the sideline after the pick, or did you wait till you got out there to do it?
We decided on the field as a team. I mean, we don't regret. Do we regret for scoring 41 points on them? Do you think we regret that?
Well, you do have to play these guys twice a year. That's all I'm saying.
We already played them twice.
I know, but I'm talking about the future. Somebody's got to play these guys twice a year. That's all.
I will say one thing I understand, like, he's very, very defensive. Like, you could tell, he is very frustrated because he knew he was going to answer questions about this. He's very triggered right now with, like, do I regret scoring 41 points? Do I regret? No, Jameiss, chillax a little bit, my man. No, we're not coming at you because you scored 41 points. They're coming at you for the disrespect of scoring 48. I personally don't care about that. But I'm saying, it's just, he's getting very defensive. And he knows he's about to get a firestorm, from his coach, from the fans, from the NFL. So it's just like, man, he's getting very defensive. And I understand, because he knows he's about to take some crap. But holy lordy.
How do you feel about it? Tell me how you feel about it.
Not good.
Why don't you feel good about it?
Because you got to play these guys twice a year.
But what about it makes you not feel good about it?
I just don't. The head coach tells you to kneel it out. You're asking my opinion?
Yes.
I think you should have kneeled it out.
Okay. Well,
I'm just telling you as respectfully as I can. You answer my question as respectfully as you could, and I'm telling you as respectfully as I can that I respectfully disagree with you. That's all.
you disagree with me or the entire team?
Whoever made that decision.
Okay. So you disagree with the entire team. So thank you.
No, I'm just being honest and respectful.
And that's what I'm attempting to do too.
Yes.
And that's
Okay, Lordy. One thing I will say is his demeanor is very combative. Now, I understand reporters are, asking him, and he knows he's going to take a lot of crap, so he's already, upset probably about it. But, if this is him and his entire team, he really forces that out there. It is really, he's trying to get everyone to understand this is not my decision. Was not my decision. So he's really trying to make sure people understand it's the team decision here. And I understand that because, he's not trying to take the, oh, well, this was all on me, and Jameiss tried to make this about whatever. So, but it's just his demeanor, man. If the funny thing is about it, when he's like, I don't regret anything, and I don't think he regrets doing this, but it's just, his demeanor, I feel like he could be a lot more hey, we did it. We scored. We want to get Jamal Williams touchdown. We decided as a team. And that's pretty much that. But instead, he's, very combative about it. Which just makes him seem like he's coming off as, not that he regrets it, but, he's like, oh, he understands that what he did was wrong, but he doesn't want to take ownership for it. And instead, he's trying to force the opinion that it's the team, it's the team, it's the team. Dude, if you fully feel like there's nothing wrong, and it was the team that came together and decided, then just be, kind of calm about it. Hey, listen, we did it. Yeah. Our team decided that we're going to do that, and we did it. And it's just, I don't know, his demeanor is very aggressive. And I think, again, I know a lot of it's probably because he knows he's going to take a lot of heat for this. He's going to take a lot of problems for this. And I understand his point of view of, hey, listen, I'm going to take a lot of crap, so I'm already ticked off about this. But instead, it's dude, just calm down. If you fully, and your team is fully backing the idea that you wanted to all do this, then take ownership. Just be hey, yeah, we decided this, we did this. Just don't be so aggressive about it. I don't know, it's his demeanor is so how dare you? How dare you blame me? How dare you say I was wrong for what I did? Bro, chillax. I understand the reporters are asking you questions, and they're trying to get you combative, but you gotta just chillax and be hey, listen, we did what we did. It was a team decision. End of story. Any other questions? But no. I just answered your question. You could do that. You don't have to be so good. I don't know. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.